Do you think it's right to abort your child if you believe you cannot support the child as a single parent as you would like to?
If you feel like you're unable to support a child and you feel like that's the decision that is right, I believe that it is fair, only because it's unfair to bring a child into this world if you're unable to support yourself, because again, it's not fair on the child's innocent and everything. But then at the same time, if you know that you are capable of believing that you can pursue further into life, and you know that you can put yourself in a position where you know you love that child, it's your child, it's your responsibility to look after the child, then yeah. So if you're unable to protect the child, look out for the child and financially support your child, then if you feel like it's right to abort the child, then yes. But if you know that you have enough support around you and enough financial support around you, then no.
I appreciate that. Second question, what's your views on the saying, it's my body so it's my choice?
A bit 50-50 with that, because if the male says that he's not ready and his family is against, you know how some families are very religious and they have a saying where you can't have a child without getting married and so on. If the male chooses not to have the child, it's a discussion that needs to be discussed between both of them. It's not on the woman's decision alone. It needs to be discussed between both partners.
Right. Okay, I appreciate that. So, as it's your body, do you believe it's right to abort the child no matter what the circumstance, or does it depend on the circumstance if the child lives or dies?
If the child would come out with an illness.
I'll read it one more time, please. So, as it's your body, do you believe it's okay to abort your child no matter what the circumstance, or does it depend on the circumstance if the child lives or dies?
It depends on the circumstance. If I know I've got the safe example, if I go to a scan and the doctors tell me and the midwife tells me that there's a 50% chance of you surviving and your child surviving, I think it's a safer option to abort, only because I don't really see a point. No, I wouldn't say I wouldn't really see a point, that's a bit harsh. But if you know that you're emotionally incapable to handle those type of emotions, where going through a 9-month pregnancy to end up with a stillborn at the end, if you know you're not emotionally strong enough for that, don't bother putting yourself through it. So I feel like an abortion would be the right option to do so. But again, it all depends on the person. If they're emotionally capable to deal with that, then it just depends on the person, and it depends on the partner's choice as well. But obviously there's other circumstances. If you have a one-night stand, it's kind of different, because obviously you should have been more safer in the first place. But if you're in a relationship with somebody, that's down for you to discuss with your partner.
I appreciate that. And the last question for you, to let you go, why do you think it's okay to murder a baby in the womb, and it's not a criminal offence by the law in the UK, but it's a crime to murder a child once he is born or she is born? What's your views on that?
I wouldn't really put it to an extent of murdering a child in the womb, but when you do put it like that, it sounds really bad. But then again, when it comes to abortions, it's not as simple as that, just to put it out as you're murdering a child in the womb. As I said before, it depends on the circumstances. There's some people that are physically incapable of having a child. Like, for example, if I was one of the people that slept over there in that corner begging for money every day, and I have a child in my stomach, I don't think it's fair for me to bring this child, this innocent child, into this world to come and sit on the same pavement as me. Do you understand?
Just I could, just one thing, yeah. You see, you mentioned about how abortion is not as clear as murder, you said, right? Well, the definition of murder is premeditated killing or stopping of life.
Yeah.
When you have an abortion, you're planning to say, I want that life to stop. And when you go stab up someone, you're saying, I'm planning to make his life stop. You understand? So I'm putting that out there, you know what I'm saying? But for the interview, thank you, sister. Right. Do you think it's right to abort a child if you believe you can't support the child as a single parent as you would like to?
When it comes to abortion now, abortion totally, whether you can support it or not, I'm in abortion totally.
Right.
Totally.
Okay.
Totally. It's just like if you see a man and shoot a man, the same thing. Like
right, that's right. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think about the saying, for the woman, it's their body so it's their choice? What's your views on that?
Nah, man. You can't say it's their body, it's their choice. Everything, there's a consequence to everything what you're doing. So if society wants to tell us that your body still have a consequence, or you have to face with that choice that you're making it. Some look funny.
All right then. One more question, I'll let you go. All right. So why do you think do you think it's right for a person to murder a child in the womb and it's not a criminal offence, but when the baby come out and is born, it's a criminal offence to murder the baby? Let me read it again for you.
It's just society, man. Society is fucked, man. You see, it's like we are in a system where we are programmed to do certain things. If you're damn if you do it, and damn if you don't. You understand? So it's that system that they project to us as human or as flesh and earth to live, which is not right.
Blessed.
In my sight.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
man.
Blessed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah?
Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, man.
Shalom.
Yeah, man.
So, do you think it's right to abort your child if you believe you can't support the child as a single parent as you would like to?
I don't agree with it, to be honest, but I wouldn't say that it's not right. I wouldn't say it's not right because if you can't afford to look after your kid and you can't, like you're not in the right headspace to look after your kid, then
Okay, no sweat, thank you. What's your views on the saying, it's my body so it's my choice?
yeah, I agree with that still. It's my body, it's my choice. If I'm having an abortion, then I'll have an abortion. If I'm going to keep my child, I'm going to keep my child.
Okay, no problem, thank you. So, as it's your body, do you believe it's okay to abort the child no matter what the circumstance, or do you believe it depends on the circumstance if the child lives or dies? You want me to repeat the question?
Yes,
I can do that for you. So, as it's your body, do you believe it's okay to abort the child no matter what the circumstance, or does it depend on the circumstance if the child lives or dies?
I feel like it depends on the circumstances. It depends on where you are. It depends on how the father feels. It depends on... Yeah, I feel like it depends on the circumstances.
Appreciate it. And then last question. Why do you think it's okay to murder a child in the womb and it's not a criminal offence by law in the UK, but it's a criminal offence to murder a child once he or she is born? What's your views on that?
Could you repeat that question for me?
Yeah, of course. Why do you think it's okay to murder a baby in the womb and it's not a criminal offence by law in the UK?
I don't think about it. The first question that you asked me, I don't agree with that. So yeah, I don't agree with abortions.
Okay. Okay, excellent. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I think it's right to abort your child if you believe you can't support the child as a single parent as you would like to.
I don't believe in it anyway, full stop. I don't believe in abortion. That's why I've got 6 kids.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I don't believe in abortions, but everyone's got their own opinion, and I don't think that's right because that person, when they grow up, they're going to have their own opinion, they've got their own life to live. But at the same time, they do protection. So obviously, if you ain't financially stable to bring a life into the world, be responsible and use your protection that's out there.
Yes, right.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So what's your views on the saying, it's your body so it's your choice? What's your views on that? One at a time.
Well, some women, they strongly believe in that. It's your body, it's your choice. But go back to the first question. If you're not ready for something like that, like my daughter said, there's protection, there's many ways to prevent that, you know?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Excellent. I appreciate that.
You know?
And what's your views, please?
My body, yeah, my rules, my body, what I say goes.
Okay, I appreciate that. So as it's your body, do you believe it's okay to abort the child no matter what the circumstance, or does it depend on the circumstance if the child lives or dies?
Say that again?
Okay, one more time, I'll do it a bit slow. So, as it's your body,
Yeah.
actually, as it's your body, do you believe it's okay to abort the child no matter what the circumstances, or does it depend on the circumstance if the child lives or dies?
No, you can't put that type of decision on a life. Like I said, it comes back to the first question. If you're not responsible, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, ready to bring that child into their life,
Don't do it.
From get-go, use your protection.
Yeah, don't do it.
But everyone loves to cop out on plan Bs. That's not a good thing,
Yeah.
you know?
You've got to be mentally and physically ready to bring a child into this world, because it takes a lot of work, a lot of commitment, because I'm a mother myself. Yeah, like I said, I've got 6 children, so it takes a lot. You've got to be focused and ready to fight the battles, and if you're not prepared to do that, then put something on the end of it.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. And just a last question. Why do you think it's okay to murder a baby in the womb, and it's not a criminal offence in the UK by law, but it's a crime to murder a child once the baby is out of the womb? What's your views on that?
I can't even answer that one. Like I said, I don't believe in abortions full stop anyway. So
I'm against it fully. No one should have the right to make a decision if a child should live or should not live. It shouldn't come down.
It shouldn't come to that, because at the end of the day, they're not God.
There you go.
You know?
Only one should make the decision.
You know?
If you're ready for that.
If it's a miscarriage, then yeah, I can understand that, because you can't avoid that. You know, if you're in an accident and you're pregnant, then I can understand that. But to take it into your own hands, knowing you had choices to go do something like that, I don't agree.
If you've been given a blessing to make a life, create life, bring it into this world, then that alone, you should carry it fully. You shouldn't stop it
that can't have kids.
There you go.
They can't have kids.
Women are put in for a reason, to recreate. So you shouldn't take that lightly, you know?
Exactly.
You shouldn't throw it away like it's a toy, you know?
Exactly.
It's deep.
We really appreciate your time. Your views are very important.
Fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying, and I'm saying fuck that fucking job, nigga. Hey, fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home.